A bit classic. That'd be a classic Nay no moment.
I had to check. Everything's good to go.
Everything's fine. You get
You
that
know
one?
reference.
Yeah. Everyone who watches the umineko series loves our music.
We are a music channel after all.
Yeah.
Just so you know, guys.
We make music.
No, but I'm saying, well, yes, but also, just so you know, if we get some donations coming in,
Are you recording?
yeah.
I'm
If we
gonna
get
ask
some
that every
donations
5
coming in,
minutes.
if we get some donations coming in,
Uh-huh.
for only $100, we can start up a Vivo channel. So, like
Really?
a Patreon, you guys just go subscribe and give us $100 a year. Sorry, not a month.
Uh-huh.
Is it a month or a year? I think it's 100 a year. So that's
Oh,
like
that's
$10 a
reasonable.
month. We can have a Vivo channel. We can have official music videos on our streaming platforms like Apple Music and stuff.
Wow.
So we
I'm
can be
really into that.
legit for $10 a month. So
Just give us money.
let us
Honestly, I
know.
need money.
Hit the comments and say you want us to start a Patreon and give us
For
free
the
money.
past 3 days, I've been eating like flour. Or
Like flour, like the white powder, or like
what else
plants.
would it be?
I don't know.
There's not many flowers in Philadelphia, I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
I still haven't finished editing the video, so this is gonna come out way later. Because I still have like
Oh,
2 hours left of stuff I edit. I'm editing it down to like 15, 20-minute videos. I'm editing it down per like section.
yeah.
So it's like every scene is a video, basically.
Without even being allowed to wait for dessert, we were chased out of the. What even? Where were we?
Let me look. Sorry, I had to check, make sure first that my cursor wasn't on the screen.
Yeah,
They're
she gave me the
looking at the
letter. I
portrait.
don't remember this.
Well, they were just on the beach, I think, and they came back.
Yeah, this thing about a letter though.
Yeah,
I
they
I
came.
I don't
So
remember
they
any of
went to the
this.
beach, and then they came
Yeah.
back for the dinner or lunch or whatever. And that's when
Uh,
Maria had the letter from Beatrice because
so it's
her
dinner
rose
then.
got
Okay.
lost in the rain, and Beatrice showed up with an umbrella and
Uh-huh.
handed her a letter.
Oh
And she brought
yeah.
the letter
Uh-huh.
to dinner. I can't believe I remembered it better than
Okay.
you. And she brought it to
This
lunch.
was it was a while,
And so they're
without even
discussing it
being
at lunch.
allowed to wait for dessert. We were chased out of the room. I heard that in the end, our parents were unable to get grandfather to
I
respond.
don't know who that's supposed to be, to be honest.
I hate to say it, but I feel like giving grandfather a high five right now.
Who is this supposed to be?
Battler. Oh, it's Battle. Yeah, you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he's. Oh, the stupid
That's a
mouse is
classic Battler line.
I need to get my mouse off the screen. Sorry about that, guys. Well, I hate to say it, but I feel like giving grandfather a high five right now. I don't remember if I did a specific voice for him or just like normal
You're just kind
voice.
of like a bit quirky or smirky. Or what's the
He's
word? Cheeky.
Cheeky. My name is Cheeky. I was stuck in my head the other day. My name is Cha Cha. Cha Clock. Cha Cha Cha. My name is Boom
That
Boom.
song
Boom
sucks, man.
Boom Boom. Sorry,
We
it's
need to
so
buy the
good.
rights for it. We need to buy the rights.
It's like it has almost 1 billion views, I think.
Yeah, so it's only like $1 billion.
We should make a children's song, a children's album.
Oh yeah, whole YouTube channel for children.
I made that one song. It was supposed to be like, because I want to make a children's album where it's like children's music, and then we could have
Yeah.
like that be like one of the songs. Because children need sad songs. Because I was listening to a ton of children's songs, like music
Hmm.
for children the other day, and they're all
Yeah.
like happy music or like just like I don't know. It's all upbeat
Well, you need stuff that
in the major
traumatizes them.
chord, and it's like, why would I? Like kids feel sad too, right? They feel
Yeah,
angry.
we
They
need
feel
to
emotions. They don't just feel happy all the time.
we need to traumatize them.
So we need scary songs for children. We need sad songs for children. We need angry songs for children. We need songs for children for different emotions and experiences that they'd go through that,
Yeah.
I think aren't being represented in children's music media, especially when it comes to like what about orphan kids? There's no they have to listen to the soundtrack to Annie? I don't think that's very fair. I think there
Exactly.
should
We
be some
need
good music for them to listen
orphan
to.
music.
Yeah. That's why I made the song where he says, I miss my mommy, I miss my daddy, I miss my poppy, I miss my granny.
I don't miss my uncle.
Oh, yeah. That's a song about something else. That's
Oh yeah.
coming down the pipes, though, guys. We're gonna
Coming.
make a
Yeah, you're hearing it here first, folks. Three
trauma
months
music for
from when this
children.
is being recorded.
We'll have a children's album coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The album will actually come out before this
yeah.
video.
I'll get to editing eventually, when I feel like it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sure.
he was probably pretty satisfied with how his strange letter had given his children a good shock, since they'd all been so infatuated with the inheritance problem while grandfather was still alive.
Dude, what if this is about like the
Marlon
Italian
Brando.
mafia?
I also felt like our despicable parents. What if it was about minions? Holy shit. Had gotten what they deserved in all of this confusion. But I couldn't really say that I was feeling great. I felt all sulky. Apparently, grandfather hadn't seemed concerned with the whole thing, but he also hadn't denied anything about the letter either. When talking about the witch's letter, grandfather's name kept popping up. If grandfather knew that someone was stealing his name, then considering his character, he'd probably be mad with rage. But even though grandfather now knew the contents of the letter, he coldly ignored it. So, did that count as a silent yes? Aunt Ava and Dad were trying to interpret the letter in their favor, their greed clearly visible. It wouldn't have mattered so much if that was all, but the adults had now started focusing on Maria, who had received that letter. They kept pounding her with questions about who had given it to her. Maria repeated over and over again that she had gotten it from Beatrice, but there was no way that such a mysterious person could have sneaked onto the island. After all, this island's small, and there's no one living on it outside the Ushirimiya family household. Maria kept repeating that she'd gotten it from Beatrice, no matter how many times she was asked. The adults seemed to think she was trying to trick them, so they didn't hold back and questioned her until she broke out in tears. When Maria was released, she sobbed, all worn out from crying. After our parents ordered us to go to the guest house and take Maria with us, they shut themselves up in the dining hall and started getting louder and louder as they discussed the inheritance. It seemed that, because of the strange letter, Uncle Krause's chances of becoming the next head might have been reduced to a blank slate. And in exchange for accepting him, my dad and the rest were trying to swindle Uncle Krause out of a lot of money, or something like that. Disgusted as we were, Jessica and I were happy to move over to the guest house. We didn't want to be under the same roof as those filthy adults, their heads so filled with thoughts about money. George and Nikki pleaded on our parents' behalf, saying that he wanted us to understand them. I understood his reasoning.
At least he's summarizing now, because I know you're complaining episode 2 when they just repeated the scene again.
I was worried that was the direction it was going again. No matter how
past that.
No matter how filthy his talk of money was, it wouldn't go away if you just close your eyes to it. Goodness gracious. But even so, how could they sink so low as to overtly fight over the money of the dead?
It's not even dead.
Dude. I was recording like a video I was gonna make, like a video essay type deal.
Yeah.
I have to work on it more, but I was realizing how much I slur my words when I speak, and then I need to enunciate more. So I've been working on enunciating a little bit more.
Taking speech therapy classes?
No, I've just been practicing, because I've been doing it still here, because I'm just like, and it's like when I do like a voice.
It's part of your battler voice. It's part of your battler voice. He slurs. He slurs
and stuff.
It's all those male enhancement drugs he takes. All his issues. It's a callback. Callback to episode 1, baby. That's me crushing a can against my head.
Oh my god, what is happening here? I don't think anyone really gets that callback.
Yeah, episode 1, Battler is like, must have been all those male enhancement drugs I ordered online.
Yeah.
So I'm calling back to it.
Yeah.
That's why he's actually the murderer. It's roid rage.
Roid rage. I hadn't thought about that.
You don't think.
Maria had cried herself dry and was hiding in her bed. She hadn't even twitched for a while, so she was probably sleeping. Or dead.
Hearing the well,
Are you gonna do Tubman?
yeah. I'm doing teeth tongue lip.
Oh right, teeth.
Who in the world gave that letter to Maria Chan?
Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to open up the document so I can remember. George Nissan. You can't ask her that anymore. Isn't it fine to say that Maria got it from Beatrice and leave it at that? After all, we don't want to make her cry any more than this. Even though we said that, we couldn't clear away a gloomy feeling. You know, sometimes the text is on top of like light-colored people, and I can't read it very well.
It's got a black outline.
Yeah, it does. But it's a little bit of a struggle. It's not too much.
There are only 18 people on this island now. Thought that somewhere in the rain, a 19th person gave Maria Chan that letter is now hiding somewhere. Doesn't seem realistic at all.
Most likely, somebody got Shannon or someone to put on the dress from that portrait and cleverly got Maria to go along with their story. Though, in Maria's case, just seeing the dress would have probably convinced her that it was really Beatrice. Maybe it doesn't really matter who handed her the letter. The important thing is who sent it. The point is that grandfather wanted to cause an uproar by assuming the name of the witch.
Oh,
seriously, that old geezer's good at riling people up.
Casey's on
always
point.
So head.
You were calling this from episode 1. Dude, what did you just do?
I accidentally minimized the umineko.
Oh. Okay.
I'm unprofessional. Okay. The most likely answer is that our occult-loving grandfather was playing around, handing the letter over to Maria, who shares the same hobby as he does in such a dramatic way, though he failed to give any thought for what Maria would have. What Maria would have to go through, making it a pretty shitty thing to do. Seriously, messing around with Maria's pure heart. Doesn't matter who handed the letter over. Maria says she got it from Beatrice, so let's treat it that way.
I agree. Let's do that.
Teeth.
To Maria Chan, Beatrice is kind of like what Santa Claus is to most kids.
Tub guy. I'm reading the voices again. I forgot I did the sex toilet. Whether we're dealing with some non-existent 19th person or Santa Claus, Kumasawa reference, as long as we all acknowledge them, they'll at least exist inside Maria. I see. Guess it can be important to lie to a child to protect their dreams. What's up, Jessica? Are you still angry? Jessica had her hand on her chin, as though there was something that she couldn't understand. When I called out to her, she came to her senses. Sorry, yo. Well, actually, I was wondering if Maria might have actually met Beatrice. What do you mean by that? Are you saying there's a 19th person on this island?
If you truly take Maria Chan's words to heart, then you would arrive at the answer.
Battler's written down as adolescent. I really don't remember the voice. No, that's not what I mean, bitch.
I just got really tired, so half the voices don't even make sense.
And then you put Beatrice as witch.
I don't remember my Beatrice
I'm
voice.
talking about the story that someone we don't know has been living on this island since long ago. Shannon is voice. Who's this?
Battler.
Living, you say? Where? In the forest, bitch.
Jessica would say bitch.
Jessica.
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 Dang, what a
I'm
good
doing the
novel,
anime guy
man.
voice. Jessica.
Jessica. Oh, transition.
Transition. What about a cis-sition?
The adults were gathered in the dining hall, spending a very long time continuing the discussion that had been started by Beatrice's letter. Kraus strongly claimed that the letter was a simple prank, but he couldn't overturn the claim that Kinzo's failure to deny the letter was answer enough. Judging by Kinzo's character, if he knew that a letter had been written in his name, he would be mad with rage. Since all of the siblings knew that, Kraus had no choice but to withdraw his claim.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, that's word.
Without
Sorry.
even having to summarize it, the contents of the letter were simple. The person who could solve the witch's epitaph would receive the headship and assets. This did a lot of damage to Kraus, who had been sure that he would receive the headship, and was better news than the rest of them already given up could have hoped for. I messed that up, man.
It's okay. I messed up a lot.
However, there are some points that worried them. What's that part about us getting murdered? The person who solved the epitaph was not limited to a member of the Ushiro family. Taken literally, anyone, no matter how doubtful their origin, might receive the headship. You alt-tabbed. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
And furthermore, this meant that there's a chance that all the Ushiromiya family's assets would be stolen by some unknown person. In that sense, it was definitely not a situation where even the other siblings could afford to lower their guard. Had this letter come from an assassin sent by Kinzo, calling themselves Beatrice? Or was this the scheme of some unknown person trying to steal the Ushiromiya family's wealth? They still didn't know the truth. But they could say one thing for certain. Maria had received this problematic letter today on this island. In other words, someone planning something to do with that letter was on this island today. Had it been set up by Kinzo, one of the 4 siblings? Or maybe some unknown person? No matter how much they suspected each other, they couldn't reach a conclusion. After getting tired of bickering with each other, they finally reached the extremely obvious conclusion that doubting each other was just a waste of time. We've made no progress. Hey, asshole! Come here! You killed my... We've just been spinning our... That's the new Kraus voice. That's right. And the mere fact that you've means we wou't have to waste any more time.
手紙の差出人がお父様と確定したわけではありませんよ。
Natsui. Is Natsui on this list?
She's not on the list.
Okay. Who do you want to take Natsui?
What's the count right now?
Let's count right now. So
Count
I'll
yours
just
and I'll
put a
count
count.
mine.
Okay. Count mine. 1, 2,
I have 11.
6,
Although some are
7.
pretty minor
8.
characters.
Okay, I have 10.
Okay, so you take it.
Okay. You said you had 11?
Yeah,
Okay.
although some of them are minor, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, let me think. Voice. In.
It is not certain.
It has to be like haughty.
It is not certain
uptight.
that father sent the letter.
It's not certain. It is not. It is not certain that father. Okay.
Every time it says father, you slip into the joke.
Father.
It is not certain that father sent a letter.
It is not certain that father sent the letter.
会話の成り立たないあなたに
My
主人が呆れ
husband.
果てただけです
Oh, my husband is merely exasperated by your inability to hold a conversation.
会話が成り立たないのはどっちよ
Who's unable to hold a conversation?
私が何か言うたび
You
に
keep
あなた
yelling
は
at
怒
me
鳴っ
every
てばか
time I
り
say something.
そんな無
Do you
様で
truly think that
後
this
ろめやつにふさ
shameful
わしいと
behavior
本
is
気で
fitting
思
for a
い
member
な
of
の
the
かしら
Ushiromiya family?
予算かエヴァ
Would you give it a rest, Ava?
夏井さんも
You too, Natsui-san.
一度終わ
The
った
topic's
話やで
finished for now.
一度ここで頭を冷やさ
Is
ない
this just question marks?
Question. Come up with something.
Oh my god. Oh man, I'm cycling through my index of things I could do.
Just start like making sounds, and then I'll say yes.
Ooh, ching chang, wanna bing bang. Ooh,
Yeah, that
sorry.
works.
No. Shall we all cool our heads off for now?
Single mother. So,
Huh?
you know any single mothers?
My mother.
Okay. No, don't do your mother's voice.
I'm not going to do my mother's voice.
Stop doing your mother's voice.
Shut up.
Oh, that's perfect. The way you
What?
said shut up. The way you said shut up.
I don't remember how I said shut up. I'm under so much pressure, I'm sweating.
Oh,
Shut
yeah,
up!
this voice right now. Yeah, like this. You're under pressure. You're full of anxiety.
Shall we all cool our heads off for now?
Oh, I love this.
冷たいもの
Let's
でも持
have
って
some
きても
cool
らいましょ
drinks
うよ
brought over.
そうね
What is she? Like Nazi German?
Bang.
Oh
You speak
no!
into a cup. You speak into a cup.
I threw away the I was using a paper towel roll, but I threw it away.
Oh,
Hold on.
oh no.
I'll improvise.
You're like a red solo cup.
That sounds good. Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe speak a little louder.
I had to cut my hand, so it made it hard.
You cut your hand.
Sounds good. I had a cup
Oh.
my hands
Oh
over
my
my
gosh,
mouth.
I'm like... Yeah, it works.
頭を冷やした方が賢明そう
It would probably be wiser if we cooled our
あなた
heads.
もそろそろ一服したくなってきたんじゃ
Don't
ない
you want to take a short break too, dear?
姉貴の機嫌が悪そうだからね
That's his voice. Another question mark, huh?
Question mark. He's like a bit of a scumbag. He
Yeah, I was thinking
cheats.
like a car dealer,
Like,
sells cars, like used cars.
that could work.
What the hell is that called? A person who sells used cars.
Car sales.
A used car salesman. Okay. What does that sound like?
Like Bob Odenkirk.
I can't really do Bob Odenkirk.
I'm Ted Nugent of Orlando Nissan, and I have to give away all these cars. My
I don't know it. Looks like she's in a bad mood, huh?
一服の方は遠慮するぜ
I did like a southern thing almost. So I'll pass on that break,
だが冷たい方は賛成だ
but I agree about the cool drinks.
ローザ
Rosa,
誰
have
かに
someone bring
水を
some
持って
water.
こさせて水差し
A whole pitcher.
分かったわ
What was she again? Yes, understood.
Oh, that's really good. Rosa headed over to the extension telephone in a corner called the servant room.
Whoa, servant room.
That's where Goda's doing the crossword murder puzzle.
This is a reference
She then-
no one understands.
Yeah, no one gets that, but who cares? She then passed on what Rudolph had told her to the person on the other end. Oh my! That's Goda on the other end.
Oh my. You have crossed me one last time.
The vicious bickering up until now vanished as though it had been a lie. That silence continued until Goda finished setting the table and retreated from the room. Oh, he retreated? Oh yeah. Is there anything else that you...
ありません。
Who's Natsui?
What did I do for her? Who? Oh, yeah, this
Wait,
is
no,
you. This is
I'm
you.
Natsui.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
もう下がりなさい。
Please leave us.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is like the same person.
I can reuse voices. They're different. Trust me. Then if you will excuse me.
Hey, guy.
Ta. If you need anything, call me anytime. Ta-ta.
Shit.
I don't think butlers are allowed to say ta-ta.
No.
After listening to the sound of Goda's footsteps disappear off into the distance, everyone took a deep breath at the same time to break the tension.
本当にすごい雨ね。
Oh, right.
It sure is raining hard.
19人
I wonder if this 19th person is taking shelter at the Rose Garden Arbor about now.
That's a new
どうかしらね。
revelation. I wonder.
雨はしのげるかもしれないけど、少し肩を冷やし
They
そう
might
ね。
be able to escape the rain there, but it would be quite cold. A mysterious 19th person as a visitor. Sounds pretty interesting. Just like a mystery novel. Wink, wink.
Whoa!
Normally, in that kind of story, it is safe bet that the person doesn't exist. That one of the 18 of us would be faking it.
私は源氏たちが怪しいと睨んでいます。
I suspect Genji and the others.
やはりどんな難癖をつけてで
Just as
も
I thought. It would have been perfect. Oh no, it would have been better if we had dismissed all of the servants of one-winged eagle, no matter what excuses we had to make.
まあそういうの
Hey, asshole! Come now, don't say that.
長く勤めてくれた恩も
I think his voice should be
Kill
more
my
baritone.
mother. We must be grateful for the long.
もちろん
He cut out.
気は許せん
Of course, we can't let our guard down. All my
兄さん
adult
も
voices are the
お
same.
父様の仕業かどうかはともかく
I'm sure you agree too, Nissan, that whether or not
あの手紙をマリアちゃんに渡したのは
the
使用
person
人
who
の誰
handed
かだろ
Maria
う
the
という
letter
点では
was a
同意する
servant. Indeed.
何しろ私たちは
In any event, we were all being friendly in our big happy circle until dinner, weren't we?
兄弟全員に
All of the siblings have alibis.
マリアに手紙を渡
Only
せ
a
たのは
servant
使用
could have
人の
handed
誰かだ
Maria
け
that letter.
でも使用人の人たちもみんなベッドメイクとかで忙しくてバラ庭園のマリアのところへ行く余裕なんかなかったって言ってたし
Oh. Oh no.
おいおい
Go back to the original.
何だってんだよ
Do what you want.
Hey, what are you trying to say then?
まさか
You aren't saying that the witch of the forest, Beatrice Sama, came over here and actually handed Maria that letter, are you?
って言い出すのか
昔は信じててすごい怖がってたものね
You used to believe in that so much. It was funny. Believe in that so much. It really frightened you.
あんたまさかいい年してま
Don't
だ信じて
tell
る
me
の
you still believe at this age. witch.
森の魔女
In the witch of the forest. If she did exist, I'd love for her to... Oh, that's Rosa.
Oh, this is Rosa.
Yeah.
If she did exist, I'd love for her to appear, but no matter how much I wish, she didn't appear before me, even once. She didn't save me from my crisis.
Oh wait, no, is that Ava?
まさか
No, that's Ava. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Ava.
Of course not.
でも
I
18人
just
全
thought
員が
that
治
since
療
all
は違う
18  of
と言っ
us
てい
said
る以
we
上
didn't do it, there
本
might
当に19
really
人目がい
be
る
a
のかもって
19th
思っ
person.
ただけなの
そんなんあらへんで
That can't be.
第一
In the first
船で来
place,
たの
we
は
were the
わし
only
らだ
ones
け
who
や
came in on that boat.
謎の乗
We didn't
船
see
者
any
など
mysterious
わしらは
stranger
姿
riding
も見
with
とらん
us.
まさか
You don't think they could have swam across this rough sea, right?
ちょいと考え
I can't really
られへん
imagine it.
理屈ではそうね
Logically, that's true.
この隔絶
It
された
is
島に
difficult to imagine
招かれていない
that a
客が
single
一
hidden,
人隠れて
an
いるというのは
uninvited guest on this
常識
isolated
的な
island.
でも
However,
どうもそ
it
の可
looks
能
like
性
some
を
of
捨
us
てきれない
still
人た
can't
ちがいるみたい
abandon the
ね
possibility completely, right?
What's funny or not,
For
Kraus
you.
and Nissan?
For you.
Hideyoshi had laughed it off, saying there couldn't be a 19th person. But Kyrie had picked up on the delicate atmosphere among the four siblings. All my voices are the same now. It's in a normal situation, there shouldn't have been any uninvited guests on the small, isolated island. How would they have come here? And from where? And were they hiding? And why hadn't they appeared openly, even though they had sent a letter in their name? Nothing could explain that. But not only had the four siblings not joined in Hideo, they also seemed unable to completely deny in their hearts the possibility of a 19th person.
キリエさん
Kyrie-san,
誤解しないでいただきたい
please don't misunderstand.
別に
It's
私た
not
ち
as
は
though we
おとぎ
believe
話じ
in
みた
anything
魔
like
女
that fairy tale like the
ま
legend
た
of
お
the
父様を
witch.
侮辱する話ですか
This another topic to father.
それを口にすること自体
Simply
が
speaking of
お
such
父
a thing
様への
is a
裏切りです
betrayal. I wonder. What's funny on I wonder.
でもあのお父様ですよ
However, this is father we're talking about.
あるいは本
It
当に
could be possible,
ねえ
right?
I don't know anything.
私は何も
なんやなんや
What's this? What's this?
何を
Why has
見学
everyone
になっ
gotten
とるん
so
や
gloomy on me, huh?
どういうことや
What are you talking about?
つまり
In
魔
short,
女伝説
the
は
legend
笑
of the
い
witch
話でも
isn't
何
a
でもな
joke,
く
but a
事
fact.
実だそんな
That's
アホな
ridiculous. You hear me?
もちろん大きにまたがって空を飛
Of
ぶ魔女なんて
course, nobody believes in some witch riding a broom and flying in the sky.
だが
But the woman
あ
in
の
that
肖像画の
portrait,
ベアトリーチェは本当に
Beatrice might really have existed on this island.
秀吉さん
Hideyoshi-san,
魔女とかの
it
話じゃな
looks
く
like
て
we aren't talking about a
もっ
witch,
とシンプルな話
but
みたいよ
something a little simpler.
つまりこういうことね
It must be something like this.
ベアトリーチェという名の
Everyone
愛人を
suspects that father
お父
has
さ
a
んがこの島の
mistress
どこか
named
に隠れ
Beatrice
住まわせて
secretly
いた
living
のではない
somewhere
か
on this
と
island.
そういうことかし
Is
ら
that it?
お父様は自己を厳しく律する
Father
無
was
敵な方
always exemplary at keeping strictly to.
そのような汚らわしい存在を
It is
島に連
completely
れ込むなんて到底考
inconceivable
えられませ
that
ん
he would bring something so filthy onto this island.
Nice Princess Bride reference, bro.
Inconceivable.
That's
not
who he
his voice, but-
snapped at them immediately, but it looked like the four siblings Kraus didn't agree. On the contrary, they appeared to think Kinzo wouldn't have even hesitated to do something like that.
So true.
From the beginning, it had been whispered that Kinzo had built a mansion on the island specifically because of the existence of an entrancing mistress.
I'm
Sorry, Natsuo-san. I know how much you respect Dad, but that rumor's been around for a long time. All the buildings on Rokenjima were built by Dad on his own. People always guessed he had some contraption or secret room set up in this mansion that he only knew about. And it's always been whispered that hidden somewhere on this island there's a secret mansion none of us know about.
そうね
I see.
地図上は
This
小さな
island
島か
might
も
look
しれないけど
small on a map, but it's quite
後ろに
large
あ
for
っただ
just
け
the
が住む
usual
には
Mia family
広
to
大すぎ
live
る
in.
島だわそして未開の森の
So,
どこかに
people have suspected that he
愛情を
built
吸
a
わせる
secret
ための隠し屋敷を
mansion
作ったかも
somewhere
し
in
れない
the
と
uncivilized forest for his
そう思われて
mistress
た
to
の
live in.
随分スケー
That
ルの
would
大きな
be
話
quite
ね
a large-scale scheme.
In the beginning, people thought it might be somewhere inside the mansion. That there might be a hidden basement with a fabulous hidden room where the witch in that portrait was secretly hiding. After seeing that intricate auto lock on Dad's study, it isn't too hard to imagine, right?
After all, Father did spread the rumor that a large amount of gold was hidden somewhere by some mechanism. I wouldn't be surprised if there existed some hidden room inside this very mansion that none of us knows about yet.
お母様は存命中
When Mother was alive, she would often scour the entire mansion searching for Father when he wasn't anywhere to be
ル
found.
ドルフが言ったこと
Mother
お
also
母様も疑
suspected
ってた
what
のよ
Rudolph just said.
どこかに秘密の
She
扉や階段
believed
が
there was a hidden
そ
door
の
or
中に
stairway
金髪
somewhere.
の愛人が隠れ
His
ていると信じ
blonde
ていた
haired
わ
mistress was hidden behind it. It's hard to believe, but there are some actual examples of entries of someone who appeared to several decades by making them live in a hidden attic room. Furthermore, Kinzo had a mansion this extravagant. It was possible to suspect the existence of a hidden room.
六軒島の魔女伝説私の聞いてた話では子供たちが未開の森に入り込まないように
From
って
what
言っ
I've
て作った
The legend of Rokenjima Witch was just a fairy tale made up to scare children away from the uncivilized forest.
なんだかそれだけじゃないって気がしてき
It's
たわ
starting to sound like there's a little more to the story.
Well, as you know, this is a lonely island without anything but the Yushirimiya mansion on it. Lonely island. When Rose and I were little brats on a stormy night, we got so scared by the sound of the trees rustling in the direction of the forest, we had this crazy delusion that something weird might be looking out at us from between those trees. It's only natural for a brat to think of stuff like that. But when Rosa and I complained about it, some people figured it was more than a brat's imagination. Isn't that right, Aniki?
ええ
Yeah.
私より
や
この島に隠れ
Nissan
住
and
んでい
I
る愛人が
coincidentally spotted Father's mistress living in secrecy on the as she went out for a walk. No one was looking.
もちろんお母様も
Of
ね
course, Mother felt the same. Even among the older servants, you often heard that ghost story about how the witch of the portrait wanders the mansion at midnight. Outwardly, I left it as just a ghost story, but on the inside, I suspected very much at the existence of a hidden mistress.
In that case, you're saying that the existence of a 19th person might not be completely ridiculous. Shit. I'm actually brain dead.
Some crazy stuff.
That there might actually be somewhere around here.
よくルドルフさんの言う悪魔の証明というやつ
Sounds like one of those devil's proofs Rudolph's always talking about.
19人目がいる
It
ことは
might be
証明可
possible
能
to
だけれど
prove that there is a 19th
19人
person,
目が存在しないこと
but
は
it is
証明可
impossible
能
to prove that a 19th person doesn't exist.
私たちは
Should we
ベアト
continue
リー
this
チェという名
discussion
の人
under
物
the
が
assumption
島
that
の
there
ど
is
こ
a
かに潜んで
person
いる
named
ことを前
Beatrice
提に
hiding somewhere
議
on
論
this
を
island?
進めるべきなの
危機管理の基本としては
That's a good plan, but from the perspective of risk management,
いるわけがないと思う
it's probably much more prudent to say that she might exist rather than saying she couldn't exist. I see. Sorry, I was a bit careless. Rosa, sorry for laughing just now.
別に気にしてないで
It's
す
fine. I don't mind.
Hideyoshi apologized deeply for taking the worst case scenario lightly, despite calling himself the president of a company.
Asshole narrator. You've heard of the unreliable narrator, but have you heard of the asshole narrator?
That's what a story needs.
The asshole narrator.
He's just rude. Silence fell again. Preparing for the existence of a 19th person would mean, in effect, acknowledging the presence of some unknown person hidden on the island. What's your take on all this?
I don't know, man. I'm just a asshole narrator.
All right. Well, what does the asshole narrator think about the possibility of a 19th person?
Well, they've introduced some new possibilities that there was potentially a real person living on the island, her mistress hidden away somewhere.
Yeah.
And that sounds more plausible than most of the other theories that she's a witch or that there is no 19th person.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Because I'm working with a little bit of hindsight, knowing what does happen is that people get brutally murdered, knowing that it's very unlikely it's one of the 18.
Oh, so you don't think one of the 18 is the one?
It's possible.
Behind it. Yeah, but you said it's unlikely.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
Right.
Speaking with hindsight, though, but what I see might be different. What actually happens? Whoops.
Oh, in fact, and since this person might be planning something shady, it was only natural that the conversation would turn in an ominous direction. In the past, Father would sometimes suddenly disappear without telling anyone where he went. After all, he is a man who values. It wouldn't have been out of the ordinary for him to shut himself up in some library room after purposely not telling anyone where he was going. However, when the witch theory was slowly refined, the theory about his mistress, people eventually whispered that he was secretly going back and forth to see her.
Mom was totally paranoid in her last years. She'd sometimes suddenly start making a fuss, asking the servants to start looking for Dad immediately because of some urgent situation.
Yes, that did happen sometimes. Mother was always doing things like that in her later years. I'd gone away. I can say it for certain now. She was a person to be pitied.
So then, what happened with those large-scale searches of the house? Did they find anything?
No. Father, even once.
Could you repeat that? You cut out for most of it.
Father wasn't caught foolishly in a hidden room, even once. Always, after a long time had passed, he would suddenly show up somewhere. Then he'd say that he'd taken a nap in some library room, or that the wind had summoned him to take a walk on the beach.
He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who casually goes on usually walks on the beach.
Yeah. But it was always some place where the servant We never knew where father had gone.
So they're saying that he was going somewhere. He was lying about where he was.
Yeah.
Because it's already been checked that
To
he
see the
wasn't
mistress. Yeah, to see the mistress. Even at that time, grandfather was famous. Occult inclinations.
Occult inclinations is a cool.
That'd be a cool song.
Oh yeah, that actually occult inclinations. That's gonna be in our Halloween album.
Oh yeah, umineko song.
This is gonna come out in like October probably.
Oh wow, yeah.
Not really.
Go listen to our
probably be in,
listen to our Halloween album.
Yeah, listen to our
Called
album.
Occult Inclinations.
It's either out already or about to be out. So.
Saying that he might have turned into butterflies and danced around the.
Oh, that rose garden. We should probably release the Halloween album in like late September, you know?
That'd be a good one.
So like, you know, people have all of October to enjoy the Halloween album.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have like 2 months. And we have like 2 songs.
So, in short, father frequently disappeared, and no one knew where he went.
No one knew where he went.
Yeah.
Since we couldn't find him no matter how much we looked inside the mansion, he got more and more sure that Dad might have been somewhere outside. But the area outside of the mansion wasn't large at all, which leaves only the forest. And if you tie that in with the legend of the witch, you get a theory like this. Father actually built a hidden mansion somewhere in the forest. Inside of a mistress by the name of Beatrice lived, and he sometimes went to see her.
I was also young at the time. I was so eager to find where father was having his affair that at one time I followed him when he went outside.
The Rudolph voice is so hard. It's been trying to figure out what a douchebag sounds like.
I've been doing a different voice for Kraus every
I've
time.
been trying to find the douchebag inside of me.
Of course, it was a failure. Every time father went out, he was oddly intent on avoiding places where he might be seen and was extremely careful to prevent anyone from spotting him. And he was extraordinarily earnest in his attempts to do so. But that actually made me sure. He must have been going out for some reason that the members of his family couldn't know about.
And that he'd be going to meet his mistress. Probably trying to avoid being seen. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeehaw!
It's like Kevin Wachtel.
Yeah. Oh, after seeing Hideyoshi nod and say, yes, this was quite obvious, Ava got a little sullen. Well, anyways. This island was like a sketchbook in which father, with his Western obsession, could draw all of his dreams. Everything about this island was exactly how he wanted it. It wouldn't be odd at all if there was a hidden for his mistress to live in. Ava's words spoke for what all the siblings had come to think.
Penis.
For a while, the room returned to silence again, and everyone listened to the sound of the rain.
I still want people to make YouTube poops of these videos, by the way.
Yeah? I think we're gonna have to do that ourselves.
Nah. It's too much work, you know?
It's true.
Too much damn work! I hate working, you know?
Everyone thought they were being too suspicious, and they hesitated for a long time without speaking. But everyone shared a common opinion. Kyrie, who had been listening the whole time with her eyes closed, spoke to no one in particular.
How long has this rumor about father's mistress been around?
As soon as we moved to this island about 30 years ago. After all, it probably would have been impossible for him to have a hidden mansion built while we were here.
Dude, that'd be a cool comedy movie.
Would have been going in and out. Somebody building a
hidden mansion. I'm trying to keep it unspotted. Yeah, that's classic.
Hells yes, bitch. So, if it was possible, it happened before we moved here. It probably could have been built along with the mansion when we were still living in Odawara.
Since father had a stable life with his family, it's probably to assume that he had it all planned from the beginning. And his relationship with that mistress probably went back to the days when we lived in Odawara. Probably. If, as father says, she is the source of the vast amount of gold he used to gain the funds that resurrected the Ushiromiya family, we could probably conclude that they had a close relationship since Odawara. A relationship trusting enough for her to leave a vast quantity of gold. I can't even imagine how old that relationship must have been. Perhaps father gave her some kind of valuable advice for succeeding in business.
That fits so much.
It's natural to think that out of a sense of gratitude for that this person gave father the gold. If you think about it that way, it's obvious they would have a close relationship after that. Rather than a festering relationship with a mistress, it was probably a relation. Gratitude to the person who saved the Ushiromiya family from its crisis.
Are you doing like a Jekyll and Hyde thing?
I don't know,
She's like
man.
switching between.
Let's see the Ava bit.
Yeah, that festering
relationship.
I don't know if what Natsui-san's saying has a ring of truth to it or not, but even in that case, isn't building a hidden mansion and having her live in it going a bit too far, you know?
Just saying.
Doesn't that mean they felt something a bit more than gratitude? You know what I mean? Well, this is all just speculation. In the first place, no one's ever found that hidden mansion. Aniki, you were planning and expanding this island into a resort, right? As you were doing that, you didn't manage to stumble on it by chance, did you? Maybe you even bumped into some gold there, too.
Do you think Rokenjima is Treasure Island or something? Don't play. Don't. Father, don't play dumb. We know that although you say you're a resort, you've already planning to investigate the entire island, right? Judging by all that trouble and confusion we were talking, you haven't been very successful, have you? I don't know what you're talking about, but it's a misunderstanding. Isn't it perfectly natural that an investigation this island would be the first step in turning it into a resort? Kraus tried to play dumb, but it was plainly obvious to his sibling so well. Kraus was definitely sure of the existence of a hidden mansion.
Interesting.
And under the pretense of opening a resort, he had been closely investigating the island, searching for a clue as to the location of the gold. They couldn't tell whether that conviction was just him overthinking things or whether it was based on some physical proof. Still, if Kraus with all his guile was sure, that was enough proof for the other siblings to be sure too.
The story about a witch living in a forest is obviously a fairy tale. But the story about some dumb blonde-haired girl living secretly in a mansion no one knows about.
She's gonna be dumb. She gave Kinzo all that gold.
I thought I read dumb, but I did not. About it. That's why I started laughing, because I'm like, wait, it didn't say dumb. I was too into the character, you know. But the story about some dumb blonde-haired girl living secretly in a mansion no one knows about in the middle of the forest isn't much better.
That's right. That really could be just like a fairy tale. You like those, don't you, Rosa?
Well,
When the mansion was built on this island, Father was at the height of his prosperity. With his money, he would probably obtain anything, make any of his wild imaginings real. A mansion in the forest where a witch quietly waits.
dude, they've been alluding to this so hard. God, I think I'm on the money, and you've been downplaying it the whole time. Because you know I'm right, and I figured it out from the jump.
What, Kinzo troll theory?
Yeah, he just said that with that kind of money, he could make any of his wild imaginings real.
Yeah?
He could do.
So he made an elaborate murder mystery plot?
He has the facilities to do this, yes. He's showing his ungrateful children a lesson.
Then why did he die in episode 1?
He didn't die. It's like in Better Call Saul. Remember?
Yeah, he just so happened to have a corpse exactly his height with 6 toes.
Remember in Better Call Saul, Lalo has to fake his death.
Yeah,
so
but Lalo didn't have 6 toes.
No, but he gets a guy to get his exact same teeth.
No,
so
he obviously like has connections in the dentist industry. This happens in House M. He goes into the medical files, his dental records with like a homeless guy to fake his own death.
Right. Same shit. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Regardless.
So that doesn't make sense though. You can't. There's no like 6 toe.
Yes, you can. If you have if you're rich, you can do anything. Put out a Craigslist or something.
Yeah. He finds the 6. I'm looking for a 6-toed corpse I can burn to a crisp. That's exactly my height.
He probably has connects with the coroner.
That's exactly my height. Exactly my stature.
The fact that you're fighting so hard on this tells me that I'm right.
Oh, whatever you say, man. Exactly 6 toes. It sounds like the kind of situation a father would like.
And it still stands that Lalo had a guy who he had be his dummy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Kinzo find the 6-toed guy, height, exactly his stature, and he burnt him to death.
Yeah, that's like almost exactly what
happened. And then he teleported through the door, and he shoved stakes into everybody by teleporting through the door with magic.
Oh, that's a metaphor. It's a book. It's a metaphor.
You don't even know how. You can't even prove Kinzo did it.
Well, I see. This is the thing, though. Is that the author Ryukishi's very dishonest with the way that he provides information, because this is the 3rd episode and we're learning about a hidden mansion. I don't remember this being mentioned before.
Maybe it's not important. Maybe it's a red herring.
It could be, but regardless, like every episode, we're learning a new thing about a thing that we like. That would be important to know.
You got all that red truth in episode 2, and you can't even explain a single one.
If it was a red herring, why would you wait till episode 3 to do it and not early on, so people are continually thinking about it the whole time? I would want to, maybe sprinkle red herrings, but like overload them in the beginning.
The soonest you can come up with an Kinzo killed everyone in episode 2, I'll be happy to accept your theory.
So you want me to say that Kinzo killed everybody? Is that what you want me to say?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Okay, then how did he kill people? Then how did all these people die?
He has his ways. Maybe he didn't kill them.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure on the situation yet.
Wait, they didn't die? But
She only
their
said that Cannon
deaths were
died.
confirmed
That's
in
it.
red.
That's it. That's all she said.
I
I don't remember.
think she
I don't
mentioned
remember
a few
saying
other
in red
corpses.
text that any of them were dead.
Hold on. Let's pause reading for a second. Look this up.
I'll look it up, actually.
No, don't look it up. That's
Oh,
bad.
you don't want me to look up the Kenzo troll theory, huh? If I find something you wouldn't like.
Okay, Cannon was killed in this room. Yeah, but there's like a million adults. There's Battler there. There's a doctor there. How would he fake dead people?
This is my drawing of Walter White. I'm trying to show the audience my drawing, but it's not really. Anyways, what was the question you asked me? The ridiculous question that I could easily answer.
How did everyone in episode 2 die, according to the troll?
They didn't die. Is that in
They
red
didn't
text?
die.
Is that in red text?
Let's see.
Because until I see it in red text, I'll stand by the fact that it didn't. Maybe he gave
They
them a
didn't
shitload
die.
of Quaaludes and
Yeah.
faked a murder scene, or he paid
Yeah,
them
but
off or something. I don't know.
They had like wounds. They had like deep wounds. There's
Have you ever
blood
seen
everywhere.
a movie?
How do you get stabbed through the head with a stake
Dude,
without dying?
There's special effects in movies all the time before computer graphics existed that are very graphic and
There's a
realistic.
doctor there. There's a doctor there.
Well, he's also like an incompetent idiot, so.
He's incompetent, and that's your explanation.
Listen, Nanjo is like
okay.
one of Kenji's. Nanjo is one of Kinzo's best like servant people. He's like his right hand man almost.
Friends. Yeah, he's
right?
the doctor.
Friends.
Okay.
So
he
it's
convinces
very
everyone
plausible-
that
it's
the
very
corpse
plausible
is
that
full of.
Kinzo was being paid off by Goda or something like that. That they had a deal because they're friends. Kinzo hates
Yeah.
almost everybody in the house except for Goda and Genji. So
Goda and Genji. You mean Nanjo and Genji?
Nanjo, not Goda. Nanjo, the doctor and Genji. Yes.
Oh my gosh, man, you're not making any.
I'm making perfect sense here, man. I'm like
Yeah,
Rain Man.
He made perfect fake corpses to fool everybody.
He made one. He made one.
What do you mean one? They saw tons of corpses across
No.
episode 2.
Okay, well you could say that maybe they were dummy corpses and that they. But I'm saying that those were the real people. They were just like drugged or something.
Oh my gosh.
So their heart rate was lower and they weren't moving. So they thought they were dead.
So then, how did Cannon die?
Well, I don't know about that. That wasn't real.
Yeah. See, you can't. It wasn't real, but it was in red.
No. I'm kidding with you about that.
Cannon was killed in this room.
It said he was killed in that room?
Yes, in this room, Jessica's room.
Where Jessica was found lifeless, supposedly.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Sure. And then Cannon came back as a zombie.
Uh-huh.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
I haven't really put much thought into that part of it. But it's totally possible. Hear me out. You're going to think this is crazy. It is totally possible.
Wait. It says it right here in red. When Jessica's corpse was discovered.
Yeah, corpse. It's a body. It's a corpse. We are
dead.
corpses.
Corpse. Definition of corpse. Merriam-Webster. A dead body. A dead body.
Why do they call it corporal when they mean body, huh? Because it's of your corpse, your living body.
Okay.
Like
I'm getting
corporal
off
punishment.
this. I can't.
And Cannon, let me explain Cannon, okay, really quick.
Yeah? How did he get killed?
It is totally within reason.
How did the door get locked?
Listen. Shh. That
Yeah?
things between Cannon and Jessica weren't so good, okay? And he ended up dead. Cannon died, okay? And then, as a troll...
Who killed him?
Shh. As a troll... Kinzo, listen, hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Made an endoskeleton animatronic and stuffed it in his body. Replaced his bones with an animatronic so it looked like he was alive. And he could move around and he could speak and whatever. Like
Why
Five
did no
Nights
one
at
find
Freddy's.
his corpse?
Huh?
Why can no one find his corpse? And we're locked.
Well, because Kinzo stole it, and then he had to go work on it and put the animatronic in it, and then he came back as a lifeless corpse animatronic.
Okay.
It makes sense. Think about it.
Who
He's
locked
rich.
the door?
The possibilities are endless. Plus, he's
Who
been
locked the
planning this
door?
for like 30 years, man.
Who locked the door?
I don't know, man. He
Who
owns
locked-
the house. He
who
built
locked
the
the door?
house. He built the house. He probably has no special. He's probably has special know-how.
The only way
no,
to lock
shh.
this door
I
is
didn't-
with Jessica's single key or the master keys, and there are only 5 master keys which are held by each of the servants. So who locked the door?
Unless someone with a key, probably.
Okay, so you're saying one of the servants?
Why doesn't Kinzo have a key to his own?
Because the servants open all the doors for him.
That doesn't make much sense to me.
Okay, whatever. Keep reading.
Listen, and it could have been Genji, because Genji is one of the friends of Kinzo.
Hello?
Could have also been
We saw
Nanjo.
Genji and Shannon were both with Kinzo at the time of the murder, recording his will, according to Rosa.
According to Rosa, that they were recording his will, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you not believe her?
You don't think that's
There's Genji
code
and
for
Shannon.
something?
Do you think Rosa's in on it now?
Do you think Rosa did Rosa actually see it, or is she saying that's what they were doing because she was told that's what they were doing?
No, she said
Is it
she
hearsay,
confirmed it.
or was she there?
She said she confirmed their alibis.
Okay, then where was Nanjo? Does he have a key?
Nanjo? This is Nanjo. He doesn't have a key, he's not a servant.
Okay, well, is it possible he attained a key from a servant, you know? Maybe Genji passed off his key to him for plausible deniability because no one would suspect Nanjo because he doesn't have a key.
Why would they lock the door then? If they didn't
It's a
wanna
part of the
inflict
troll. It's a
disturbance.
troll. You don't understand. Kinzo wants them to go crazy and be like, oh my
Okay.
god, oh my god. It's a troll. Do you not understand the concept of a troll?
Okay, okay.
You don't get it. I'm like advanced IQ.
Keep reading. I can't take this, man. Stupid theory.
Who's saying this?
Probably Rudolph.
It feels like Dad's kind of hobby.
On this island on which the Shinomiya family lived for 30 years now.
People will look back upon this day, and they will see me spitting the truth, speaking truth to power, and people will remember me as
solved
the
Umineko.
victor, and you will be remembered.
They were all
as
fake
some
corpses.
as some liar deterrent.
Casey is a genius. They are all fake corpses.
No, and now you're trying to libel me. You're doing ad hominem to make me seem like a fool, just to distract the fact that I'm right and you know I'm right.
A hidden mansion that no one knew about had been quietly built to house a witch about whom nothing was known except what could be guessed from a portrait.
Oh, you are so naive.
Even this hastily thrown together theory, nudge nudge, might not be a complete... It is completely delusional, considering all of Kinzo's strange habits, his vast wealth.
This is a great summary of this whole conversation where you're like, you thought you had something and you're trying to troll me, and then immediately after you got hit with a truth bomb that confirms my suspicions.
Sure.
Not-
I'm excited to yeah.
You're excited to what? You're excited to see when it's revealed that I'm right and you're just been messing with my head the whole time? I'm gonna stay resilient on the truth, okay?
Episode 8, Kinzo comes out and he...
Listen, what makes more sense? That Kinzo had a wealthy man who's very eccentric and strange and has weird things that he's into, created an elaborate scheme to troll his shitty kids and his entire family that he hates deeply, who are trying to take his wealth when he's dead and never cared about him when he was alive, or that witches are real, that magic is real,
Well, how else would the murders be done?
You don't listen to reason.
They're fake murders.
You don't listen to reason.
They're on Quaaludes.
It's also quite possible that Kenzo went crazy and murdered them all, but I'm not gonna go there because
Well,
I believe in seeing the good side of people. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I believe in the good. Okay, so I don't believe that Kenzo murdered these people.
Outside of his
I
room,
believe he was staged.
all of them. How do you explain the fact they're all dead?
They're not dead, man. You don't get it.
Then episode 1, it's like they're all dead. No one survived.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen it be confirmed that they were dead. So.
Okay. I'll give you that.
It's a devil's proof.
Okay. You know, I'll lay off you. You're right.
So now you do reverse psychology on me, huh?
No, you're right.
It might not have been impossible for a father to build a hidden mansion to satisfy his dreams. However, let's be realistic. Would it be possible to house his beloved woman in that hidden mansion for decades without it becoming inconvenient?
My father. Well.
That's a WKUK reference.
Yeah.
I don't remember which bit.
Well,
it's Trevor Moore, and he goes, "Well," because he's like singing a song. He's like starting a song. He goes, "Well."
Was funny or not? Well, if there is love, it could have been doable, right? Without love, it cannot be seen. Think of the facilities needed to let his beloved woman live healthy.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. That was disgusting. It's the take my face off one where he wants to be where he goes to the doctor to get his face taken off, so he can be the skull mascot for a car dealership. And he goes, "Well," I don't remember what he sings, but
that's good. That's good.
When I'm editing, I need to put that clip in here right now.
Enzo went up to Nanjo and was like, I want to be the burnt corpse. Can you burn my entire body to troll my family?
I'm addicted to snapping rubber bands. I can't help it.
And in a way, that would satisfy. For example, even if it was on a small scale, it would have to be an intricate and pleasant residence. And it would probably need to have electricity, gas, and running water maintained, as well as some people to see to her needs. Even cooking would be quite difficult. She would need clothes and makeup, the daily necessities. The needs of a woman aren't simple. Would it be possible to maintain all of that without any of the family or the servicing?
When you say it that way, it sure sounds like a weak point in our theory.
Well,
but that isn't enough to get rid of my feeling that Dad might have been able to do it anyway. After all,
well,
it's Dad. It's Dad we're talking about.
That's right. What's funny or not? That's right. It's our father. My father. If father wanted to succeed in an endeavor, he would succeed no matter what.
We should
Oh, that voice hurts. I don't want to do that voice.
In the future, on the screen,
yeah,
have like a small segment that plays like a random public domain video, the whole video.
Like that farting French guy.
What? The farting French guy?
You don't remember the farting French guy?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Enlighten me. Remind me.
I already showed you. It doesn't matter. Do your own research.
Familiar, but
do your own research.
DYOR.
Saying that something difficult for a normal person and therefore impossible doesn't apply when it comes to father. Oh my.
Curious.
Indeed. You should never underestimate father.
This guy says indeed a lot. Why are you doing a robot?
Father's madness can't be understood by normal people. I wouldn't put it past that, Kinzo. As long as you stick to this phrase, credibility can dwell in any absurd story. I'm sweating. However, that didn't cause the importance of what Kirie had said to waver.
I will admit that it is a little bit concerning that all this is being said right now. Because usually when something's said in umineko, it means it's wrong. That's going to be refuted. Refuted? Is that how it's pronounced?
Refuted.
Refuted? Refuted doesn't sound right.
Refuted. Refutation. Refuted.
It would...
What else? How else would it be pronounced?
I don't know. It
Refuted?
just sounds wrong. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's the only way it could be pronounced, but it just sounds wrong. Refuted.
Refuted.
Anyways, I know that's usually a death sentence for a theory, you know, it gets mentioned, but I'm holding out hope.
You shouldn't. This was different from stealthily raising a kitten in a cardboard box and keeping a secret from your parents. We've all been there.
So true.
Taking care of a person in a period of 30 years would be a calculably massive task.
I don't know, that sounds like having a child. Raising a child.
Oh, yeah. But in secret. Oh, that's what he sounds.
After all, father's
No.
That's the wrong...
No. Yeah. How do you do that?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Because all your voices are so different. Fine. All my voices sound the same.
After all, I can't... Hold on. It's so hard to say that. It's so hard to say all without doing a British or Southern. I struggle with that.
After y'all. After y'all.
Father. Why am I losing? Why can't I do it? Hold on. Yes, sir. Yeehaw, brother. Yes, sir. Broken. After all, father's legend of the gold had started before he gained possession of Rokanjima. That sounds like Iwo Jima, if you remember the World War Deuce. Yup. That mean his relationship with his mistress was over 30 years long. How old would that make her? In the worst case, she could be as old as us or older, right? By that age, the body starts to break down. I don't care what the mansion's like, I wouldn't use the word agreeable to describe the living in a place where people's eyes can't reach. Almost like she was under house arrest. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Yeah. That's right. Of course, if what father told us about Beatrice is true, then the relationship had lasted for over 30 years. She might have been a charming young time, but it probably makes sense to assume she's an old bag like us now. I can easily imagine that, given the what? Given the contents of that letter. You should talk.
Oh.
Kraus laughed as if none of this applied to him.
Put it in me, Chandler. You're so big.
We're not at Kumasawa yet.
It's so funny. I'm sorry.
Of course, Ava was offended, but she didn't strike back.
Never strike a man. Quit it, Nikki. So if everything we're thinking is true, And she should be joining in on Dad's inheritance problem with her head held high. After all, there is a good chance their love was mutual, unlike with Mom. Why does every character say after all?
After all,
Even if she knows she's his mistress, she might also be proud to be his true wife.
それはお母様への侮辱にあたりますよ。
That is an insult to mother!
That is an insult to mother! Yeah, sorry. Sorry. However, everyone knows that it was a political marriage decided on by the elders among his relatives. Because of that, it definitely wouldn't be strange for Dad to have a mistress. They call me the Penis Man.
His family sank after the Great Kanto earthquake, and father was set up as Shiro his will. What? 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 Oh, what? What's going on? However, in the beginning, what? Why are you laughing? What? Why are you laughing? You're not talking. Why were you laughing? However, in the beginning, the elder relatives treated Kinzo like a dummy and influenced him powerfully, almost like he was a puppet. Tell me why you were laughing. No, stop. Explain. Tell me. Oh? What? Is this something I said? Hello? He wasn't permitted to decide anything by himself, not even the marriage part. Why were you laughing? Casey. What? You keep cutting out, Casey. I can't hear you. I just hear laughing. Oh. Stop. I can't take this, man. What? Just tell me.
Okay, I've had my fun.
What? Why? Huh?
I was doing a visual gag.
Oh. Ever since he met that golden witch Beatrice in distant days, Kinzo's legend of the gold was quickly embellished into something dramatic. In other words, it could mean that Kinzo really did find a woman he loved. She also knew the whole story.
Pizza.
If she also knew the whole story, weren't marriage partners, it wouldn't have been odd for her to consider herself his true wife inside her heart. And now, the person registered as true wife was already dead.
Toなると、財産権どころか、家督争いにも食い込む気満々ってことになるで。
Whoa. Casey? Casey?
Which means
Casey.
she might feel confident. She might feel confident staking her claim. Not just for the rights to his assets, but regarding the battle over the headship too. Yeah.
なるほどな。
I see.
I don't.
この手紙の趣旨が少しだけ見えてきたよ。
You're gonna read
I'm
what?
starting.
Continue reading.
I'm starting to see the true purpose of the matter.
You're gonna like rewatch. You're gonna watch this later when I upload it, and you're gonna be so bewildered. You're not gonna. You're not gonna understand. I look like an insane person. I'm sure my viewers won't understand either.
The headship goes to the one who solves the riddle of the epitaph. Is that what it means? Yeah, I wonder.
This is so stupid.
仮にその愛人が後ろ宮家に序
Oh,
列
you
を
have to
得
solve a
てい
riddle
た
to
と
get
して
my
も
inheritance.
そ
What
の
a
序
dick.
列はお父様の血を直接引かない以上子供にお
Is that what you want? Like inheritance tax? Solve the.
Read the damn line.
What's funny or not? Even if that mistress was added, she isn't a direct relative of father, so she'd be inferior to the children.
つまり序列はローザより一つ下ね
In other words, she'd be one step below Rosa in rank.
とても家督争いに加われるようなレベルじゃないわ
That wouldn't be a good position to enter the battle for the headship.
そういうこと
I see. So that's it.
魔女の碑文を
If
解けば
someone can solve the witch's
序列に
riddle,
関係なく家
they'll
督
get
が
the
継げる
headship regardless of rank.
つまり
In
全
other
く可能性のないベアトリーチ
It's
に
the
とっ
most
て
advantageous
最も有利
condition
な条件
Beatrice
って
could
わけ
possibly get, since she's got no chance otherwise.
The revival of the Ushiromiya family was made possible by the gifts Beatrice had bestowed.
Sorry.
That was quite a distinguished service she had provided. She had built that wealth together with Kinzo, so it was natural that she would think of her one who should inherit it. It would also be she would despise the thought of giving up to the children, a wife Kinzo never loved.
ずうずうしいにも程があります
How could she be so impudent?
仮に愛人が実在したとしても当主継承権を争うなど
Even if such a
身の程をわ
mystery,
きまえぬ暴挙です
even if such a mistress actually exists, joining in on the battle for the rights of the heads inherited action
なんという身の
far
程知らず
play. I can't do. I don't know what she is. What disposition? Natsui turned red, her fist quivering. I'm gonna have to spend like a few days on Natsui. She had also come into the Ushiro family due to complicated circumstances. Those who knew that understood more or less why she was Kinza's dead wife.
まあその暴挙のおかげで
Well,
私たちにも
thanks
公
to that
平にチャンスがあ
reckless
るわけなんだけど
we all have an
ね
even chance now, right?
Sounds
そ
like
れ
the
にお
witch.
父様はこの暴挙を黙認されてい
Father
る
has even given his silence approval.
後ろ宮家を継ぐのは
Will
愛
the
人ベアト
person
リ
who
ーチ
succeeds
か
the
愛
Ushiro
はなくとも
be
血を
his
受け継
mistress
ぐ私た
Beatrice,
ちか
or one of us, the relatives he doesn't love?
それを争わせて確かめたいというの
Maybe
で
he
しょう
wants to
ね
make us struggle over that to see who.
All I'm saying is that the troll 3 is in character.
Sure, whatever.
This whole
As
thing's one
Ava-
big jerk off. It's one big troll.
Yeah. As Ava giggled roguishly, Kraus shrugged his shoulder and looked away.
でもその条件を向こうが出してきたということは
Oh.
Holy crap! Donald Trump! Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite.
向こうは十分な賞賛があるということじゃないのかしら
The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky.
それもそうや。
That's right. In the first place, if Beatrice meant that letter literally, she'd then have she'd be father's alchemist. In other words, she's the manager of his gold. It wouldn't be strange. It wouldn't be strange at all if she knew where it would be hidden, would it? Yep. Yep. Isn't that harsh? It's like she's giving us a riddle that she knows the answer to. She'll probably show up rudely, say, "Hey, here's the answer. I'll take the headship now," and snatch everything away from us. Yep.
That's right. The person who brings up a riddle always knows the answer. There's a good chance that this is all a trap to steal everything from us. If you think about it like that, don't you start to doubt whether she had really had any gold in the first place? Why would she tell us about it? All she has to do is keep quiet and bezel it.
Who is this?
Kraus. Oh no, Rudolph.
It really is strange.
It's unusual. This way. Oh, that certainly was the case. If the epitaph showed the way.
Dude, you know what we do the next time we record?
What?
We have a small box on the screen that just plays different Nanino videos.
Whoa.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
It's like
It'd be
a
so
small
cool.
corner. It's like,
If they actually could solve it, wouldn't the gold all be stolen from her?
Sorry,
Could it be that this person was trying to stir the epic? Didn't really work the last two episodes.
What? Oh.
And then plan to steal it away at the last second. But why would you kill everyone if you just want? It was an extremely logical possibility. Yeah, that's why Kinzo Troll theory makes sense. That's why Kinzo Troll theory makes sense.
Yeah.
No.
Here's how Kinzo can still.
Oh wait, you're Kyrie.
No. If you spin the chessboard around, there might be a pretty good chance that they will actually have the gold.
What? Why are you? What's funny? Why are you?
Wait, Nikki. Wait, Nikki. Get in. Please keep talking. Why do you think that?
だって私たちは魔女の碑文なんていう謎々の答えを教えられたくらいで
Do they really think we'd let go of the Ushirumi family hedge?
Excuse me, that was inappropriate.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? I just started eating a tissue. I have like a tissue in my hands, and then all of a sudden it's in my mouth, chewing.
Oh my god.
I think I have a problem.
Yeah, you do have a problem.
It tastes like nothing.
Yeah, I've eaten a tissue before. I'm lying, I've never eaten
How many
a tissue.
calories? How many calories?
Probably 0. It's gonna go right through you. You're not gonna
That would
actually
be cool.
dissolve any of it.
It's paper, it's cellulose. It's like
Just
organic.
because someone tells us the answer to the riddle in the witch's epitaph,
謎々の答えに感服して降参を
that we'll be so impressed by their answer that we'll just give up.
Well, that's true. No way they're so naive that they assume we just give up after being told the answer to a riddle. That we just say, here you go, and hand it over. Yep.
Of course. That's right, naturally.
Why the fuck do you have... Excuse me. Do you have more tissues in your mouth?
I was thinking it would be good for the naturally voice.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know what to do, man. I don't know.
Take the tissues out of your mouth.
No, it's for the naturally voice.
I don't think it's very good.
What if I put it here? Is that better for the naturally voice?
Why does your Natsui voice have to have, like, shit in your mouth?
Okay, naturally voice. Of course.
You're just stealing the...
Get coffee. Of course. Wait, what about this for the Natsui voice? The headship of the Ushumamiya family is not handed over so easily.
So easily.
I don't... It's like Golem.
So easily. You're doing the same voice you're doing for Ava though.
No, they're different. That's it exactly. No matter how Beatrice might one-sidedly propose a game like this, even if she sure
Get the tissues out of your mouth.
it's done eating.
You're like my dog.
She were to spectacularly show us the answer.
My dog loves tissues. She like it takes so much effort to get her to eat real dog food. But like as soon as she sees a tissue, she like devours it and like swallows it immediately.
My father, there is no way obediently hand over the hedge.
My
In
father.
other words, unless she had a compelling force in the challenging us to a game with equal conditions for us all.
I like this.
This won't truly count as a game.
It's a game.
Okay, it's out.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm crying. That tissue is awful.
What was I gonna say?
Just press the keyboard, keyboard man.
When is this scene gonna be over? I'm getting tired.
Press keyboard man.
You're right. Unless the losers have no choice but to give up on the headship because of a compelling force, this won't really count as a game.
And what might this compelling force be?
Both of these
murders. Would they bind us in chains and threaten us into handing over the headship?
They put us in an eternal chamber of suffering.
I see. I get it. They just have to do something to make us want to give up the headship willingly. Yes, I see. To do that, Beatrice would have to own 10 tons of gold.
These guys are stupid because, like, she could just kill them all and then she gets the inheritance anyways.
I don't know that she wants to kill them.
I see. I get it too. Yeah. In other words, it's a trade. Why does every character say in other words too? After all, in other words, and blah blah blah.
Blame the translators. It's like in Ikiru, where the main guy keeps saying in other words.
I don't remember that detail.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Huh?
I haven't seen the movie in like a year. I rewatched it like almost a year ago, probably.
Huh?
どういう意
Wait,
味
no,
です
no.
か
I watched it in like January
What?
of this year.
What do you mean?
取引
A trade?
何を
Trade what?
Our lives.
後ろ宮家の家督と隠し黄金をよ
The Shiromiya family headship. I mean, that's probably Kiri, I think. I don't know. So this- My head
ベアトリー
hurts.
チェはきっと10トンの黄金の所在を明かしそれで
This
後
is
ろ宮
certainly
家
a
の
lot
家
more
督を買収
tiring
するつもりなの
than
よ
the voices.
Yeah. If we make a lot more progress, you know,
Just waiting for this.
use that as
so we can have an
bribe to
actual
gain the
stop.
Shiromiya family headship.
バカバカしい
Ridiculous. That's probably Ava.
栄光ある後ろ宮家の
That's
家
not
督
so.
をお金でやり
They
取
want
りし
to
ようという
trade
の
the
ですか
headship at the Gloish. For money?
They want to trade the headship of the glorious bastards.
We gotta keep going. We gotta make it through the scene, Casey. That's blasphemy. This is Sparta. Remember that?
This is Sparta!
Yeah, blasphemy against Ushiram. Blasphemy. This is Sparta. Please listen.
You like
Oh, that's-
you like do a lot of whispering, whisper screaming,
I'm not whispering.
like you're scared your mama's gonna hear you or something.
Dude, I don't want to
Or pick her
scream.
up.
I don't want to scream. Throat.
I can't, cause I can now, but soon people will be moving in. But currently, like all my neighbors are moved out, so I can do whatever the hell I want. It is officially the After Hours tour. Who is this? Is this me?
Yeah, it's Kiryu.
Please listen without getting mad. About how much wealth does this glorious Ushimiya family have right now? Are we really that affluent?
The definition of affluent dependent on property.
How long has this been muted?
Who's been muted?
I just clicked M again because the sound was off, so I turned it back on. I'm wondering
Only
how
for like a
long-
few seconds.
I must have
心
hit
の
M
持ちようで
instead
決
of
まります
space.
It is about the heart.
私たちの財産状況が一体何の
Our financial situation has nothing to. Kraus interpreted Natsui as she started to go on and on emotionally. In this situation, the more she went on like that, the worse it would actually sound.
私はともかく
Me
お
aside,
前
I
たち
hear
の
your
状況
current
は
situations
芳しくな
are
いと聞い
quite
ている
unfavorable.
If this is just a red herring, then it's a really frustrating level of filler.
Well, it's all a lot of important information, you
あら
know?
そう
Well, you said it might be a red herring, so if it's red herring, it's
Oh,
not important.
really? Well, things can be
兄さんの
important
財
without
政状
being
況
like
だ
the
って
solution.
相当に
A
芳
red
しくない
herring
と
is
聞い
not
ている
really
わよ
important.
That's true. I've heard that your financial situation's bad too.
次々担保に入れて新しい博打
Offering
の
up
掛け金
more
に
and
し
more
て
as collateral for money to gamble.
Arigato.
負けを認めないために次々新しい博打に手を出
Repeatedly
して
dabbling in new gambles, unable to accept your losses.
Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
内情の話をしたらこの中で兄さんほ
If
ど
we
火の
count
車
what's
の人
going
間
on
は存
behind
在し
the
ないわ
scenes, you're in even bigger financial straits.
どれだけ損失を出してんのよ兄さんは
Just how much money have you?
才能ないのよ
You have no talent.
誰の才能がないというのですか
Who are you
急
saying
に
has
こと
no
書き
talent?
火の車とは
And what do you mean, financial straits? I hate Natsu voice. Who made me make this stupid voice for Natsu? Natsui became indignant once more, but Kraus raised his hand at her.
多少の誤解があるようだ
It seems you are making a small mistake.
ビジネスは経過で判断できるものではない
Business is not something that can be judged based on current progress alone. For someone with a long-term outlook on business such as myself, it may sometimes appear at a glance that I have suffered term losses.
We should hire this guy to take care of Neneno financials.
Yeah.
We've only made $20 in a year, but, however, this is only short term. In 50 years, you'll be millionaires. Think about it. Umineko, we've been collecting evidence. Your position right now isn't one to be proud of. So, this is what Kirie is trying to say. Every one of us has got our money trouble. And Beatrice has 10 tons of gold.
ベアトリーチェは自分だけがありかを知る10トンの黄金で私たちに家督を売らせるつも
Sounds
り
like
なの。
Kyrie.
As the only person who knows the location of the 10 tons of gold, Beatrice is planning on using it to force us to sell the headship.
10トンの黄金の価
About
値は
how
どのくらい？
much is 10 tons of gold worth?
ざっと見積もって
At a rough estimate,
20億？
let's say 2 billion yen.
いえ、
No,
200億ね。
20 billion yen.
これだけを積まれ
With
たら
that much piled up,
私たちは歓喜して
you'll
彼女を
be
次期当主に認める
ecstatic
わ。
to accept her as the successor.
Sneedsuccessor.
Sneed.
The scene returned to silence. In fact, the rain and wilt felt even noisier now.
Sneed sucking fuck.
Come and shit, come. It's probably the sound of the windstorm through the insides of the...
Sneed's fucking suck, formerly Chuck's. Whoa.
冗談じゃないわよ。
This isn't funny.
多少お金を積まれたくらいで。
To think we'd give up the headship to some woman of doubtful origin.
We should name a song "Woman of Doubtful Origin."
Yeah.
What was the
Echo
other
album. Occult,
Occult.
inclinations. Occult inclination.
Let me write these down. Woman of Doubtful Origin.
It's funny.
どこの馬の骨とも知れない女に家督を譲るなんて。
Just because she had money stored.
アホ抜かせ。
Don't be stupid.
もともとお
The
前に家督
headship
なんぞいかん
wasn't
やない
even
か。
yours in the first place, right?
わしらは何も
We've
失わ
got
ずに
nothing to
金だけをもらえる
lose
話やで。
and money to gain.
そ
You
らその
see,
とこ感情
we'll
は必要や
have
ろ
to
が。
calculate our
聞くに
profit and
値
loss,
する
but
話
it's
や。
something worth listening to, you see?
They knew that Kraus had eaten up much of the Shiromiya family's assets. So which drags the to the inheritance versus the cost of head that Beatrice would pay. It was a shame, but honestly the former was the latter.
まあ4等分とはならねえだろうな。
Well, it probably wouldn't end up as 4 equal portions.
次期当主を降りることになる兄貴
Giving
に
up his
取
portion
り分
as
が多くなる
successor,
のはや
his
むを得ねえだ
portion
ろう
would
よ。
have to be larger.
羨ましい話だぜ。
Makes me feel kind of jealous, you know.
That's a Kraus sigh.
あなた
Dear.
金額の問題じゃないでしょ。
The amount of money isn't the problem, right? Your cowardly younger siblings are trying to sell the glory of the Ushiromiya family for money. Don't you see? They got the same voice now.
Thanks for the feedback, Mad Goomba. We here at Neneno always appreciate constructive criticism. Be sure to check out our other content. That's such a good bit. Hey guys, we're recording umineko video.
Umineko no Nekokoro. Me and Nene, no, it's Nene. Read it. We got the stuff going on. Whoa! Use the tissues that I was.
You're gonna read?
Who's reading?
You.
Why aren't you displaying your dignity as the oldest son?
No, it's Natsui.
They have the same voice now.
Oh, okay.
Natsuki.
Oh my god. Come on, let's just get through this.
What?
Let's get through this, man.
I did. Natsui, stay quiet for a while. Dear?
This is a dizzying proposal. We were each planning on getting 250 yen out of Aniki. If the witch treats us with 10% of those 10 tons,
That's 2 billion with a B.
That means she's treating us with 10 times our original goal. That alone would be more than enough for us. It's not like I've got any attachment to the Ushiromiya name. I'd be happy to sell it off.
Even if
10 tons is a slightly optimistic figure. Yes, it'd still be a fascinating prospect for us. We were trying to form an alliance among the siblings to kick this outsider called Beatrice out. But if this is her plan, it'll tear apart the unity between us. Yeah. By this point, we can state it clearly. The goal of Beatrice's letter was to disturb our alliance.
So true. Hello?
If the 3 younger siblings who never had anything to do with inheritance. Hello? Were paid enough money to satisfy them, they would happily accept Beatrice as his next head. I had been dug all around Kraus. I dropped my phone on my balls at her.
How are you recording? That's...
What? Oh.
What's the TikTok? That monitor's so small. Maybe it's just the perspective.
Yeah.
You got that video out before I got mine out.
In that case, the negotiations would be one-on-one between her and Kraus. Bluff in front of his siblings, but on the inside, he is considering entering negotiations spending all this money and in order to buy his losses. Kraus had taken advantage of the fact that Kinzo had shut himself up in his room and embezzled Kinzo's personal assets. Therefore, when Kinzo died and the assets was distributed, Kraus, if he gave up, see, Oh, my right ear. Oh, tinnitus. Ah, I gave up a seat as a waitress. Sorry, oh, I can't hear out of my right ear. It's just ringing. She would also receive rights to that. As a result, the distribution of the hair did not occur. Are you here, Casey? In other words, Cress's embezzlement might not have to be made known to the other siblings. Are you here, Casey? Casey? Of course, the siblings were frightened of Kinzo. It was doubtful whether they still actually respected him as a father. Hey. My right ear's gone out. I have tinnitus acting up.
Yeah, I heard you. I think I was just muted.
By the time they each had their own families, their own lives, if they were paid enough money in exchange for Roken Jima, the wreckage of Kinzo's dream, there was a significant likelihood that they relinquished the Shiromiya family.
Walter White is my favorite character from Breaking Bad.
Walter. In other words, Beatrice's victory is already guaranteed in this game.
That is not right nor correct.
It is already guaranteed in this game.
Listen,
Not
Walter.
as the winner of Beatrice's game.
Shut up, Walter. Listen, Walter. This is gonna go down
He
one
wasn't
of
in the
two
game.
ways, Walter.
He wasn't in the game. As the winner of Kinzo's game.
Interesting.
Kinzo wants to order that epitaph be put on display. And until today, no one solved it. So Beatrice solved it. In other words, this is less a game and Beatrice's declaration of victory. However, Kirei still thought there might be a catch. If this was a declaration of victory, Beatrice would only have had to display the gold openly instead of by the inheritance. And yet, she had gone to all this trouble telling to try and solve the epitaph. Why did she set up this new game where she agreed to the all and the inheritance to the epitaph solver? Kirei tried spinning the chessboard around several times. She searched for the sort of ideal strategy Beatrice might be after that could lead to this kind of thinking. In the end, she reached a single conclusion. Could it? Oh, it's
Could
you.
it be arrogance? Or maybe she's playing.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
魔女は気分を解いてみろと私たちにチャレンジ
Oh, it's you.
確率で私たちが解いてしまう可能性もあるはず。
Is this me?
Yes, Kitty.
The witch sent us a letter of challenge, forcing us to try and solve the epitaph. She might be taking us lightly, thinking we could never solve it. However, at the very least, there ought to be an extremely small chance that we do solve it.
何しろここにはお父さんの血を引く子供が4人もいるの
We
よ。
have here 4 of father's children by blood, right?
出題者の血
The
縁者が4人も揃
questioner
い
called together
財産を奪われまいと死に物狂いで知恵を出し合ったなら
if they tried frantically to work together and avoid having those assets stolen from them,
偶然にも謎が
might
解けてし
come
まうこともある
across
かもし
the
れない。
answer of the riddle by chance.
The reason the witch had a superior position in negotiation compared to siblings, only she knew the location of the hidden gold. But if that hiding place was exposed to someone other than her, the witch's advantage would crumble.
つまり魔女の手紙に書か
In
れている
short,
挑発文は
Beatrice gained
ベア
nothing
トリー
but
チェにとっ
risk
て
by
リスクに
waiting
しかなら
by
ないんで
writing
す。
the witch's letter challenge.
I thought that was me.
Oh
確
yes,
か
you.
に兄弟の連帯を分断するという効果はあったけれど、
It might have had the effects of splitting apart the siblings' alliance.
それを狙うためだけ
But
に
if that
わずか
was
とはいえ
her
このような
only
リスクを
goal, why would she take this risk, however slight it might be?
私は不用心だと思う。
That seems reckless to me.
でもね、
But
ある
if
種
we
の
were
感
to
情を
keep
念
in
頭に置いた
mind
と
a
き、
certain type
このリ
of
スクは理解
emotion,
可能になるのよ。
that risk becomes comprehensible.
それがおごりだというの？
And you're saying it's arrogance?
ええ、そうよ。
Yes, that is right.
圧倒的な優位に立つと、
When people have an overwhelming advantage, they tend to get arrogant.
すると敗者に
And
対し、
when they do,
その優位性を
they
ひけら
want
かすため
to
に
show off
微小
that
なリスクをわざ
advantage
と
to
背負う
the
ことがある。
losers. So they sometimes take on small risks.
適度なリスク
A
は
moderate amount
勝利
of
の
risk
喜びを引
adds
き
a
立た
little
せるスパイスだ
spice
も
to
の。
the joy of victory.
リスクなき
It'd
勝利ほ
be
ど退屈なもの
boring
はな
to
い。
win without any risk.
わかるわ。
I understand.
私もそういうの好き
I
なの。
like that kind of thing too.
よくわかるわ。
Yeah, I understand it well.
ベアトリーチェの手紙の真意をもっともらしくいろいろと解釈してみたけれど、
Is this me?
Yeah.
I thought of a few plausible explanations for the true motive behind Beatrice's letter.
実はこれが真
But
実
I
かもし
think
れない。
this really might be the truth.
あの手紙の裏
The
に潜む
emotion
感情
hidden
は
behind that
おごり
letter
なのよ。
was arrogance.
おごり。
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Sorry.
難解な
Yeah,
碑文
I
が
said it.
お前たちに
She's
解けるものか
trying to
と
throw
私た
her
ちを見
weight
下して威張り
around,
散らしたいのよ。
looking down on us as if there's no way we could figure it out. Such a difficult epitaph.
案外ひょっとすると
It might
碑文は
even
お
be
父さんじゃな
possible,
く
if
彼女が
surprising,
作っ
that
たの
the
かもしれないわね。
epitaph wasn't written by father, but by her.
上等じゃないの。
Sounds great.
碑文の謎が解けるかですって。
Solve the riddle of the epitaph, she says.
Whoa.
もしも解いたなら私を当主にしてくれるのね。
If only I solved it, I would be made the head, right?
解いてやる。
I'll solve it.
魔女の挑戦を受けてやるわ。
I'll accept the witch's challenge.
他の間抜けな
As if
兄弟
those
たちに
other
解けるもの
idiot
か。
siblings could solve it.
私一人が
I'll
解いて
solve it by myself, and then I'll prove that I'm the one who's fit to succeed the Yushiro-Miya family.
その挑戦乗っ
I'll
た。
take that challenge.
私が
I will
謎を解いてやる。
solve the riddle. Wow.
Damn. It was nice to
That's
do
a
that
long
again.
time. Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it.
Came out of left field, right field,
Came
center
out left
field.
Whoa.
Beatrice?
Whoosh.
Okay.
なるほど
I'm
な。
I'm done. I'm sorry.
Okay. See you next month.
Let me save.
penis man. Fear me. Live, Nanino reaction.
Oh, my head.
Giant enemy spider.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, we only recorded for...
How long?
We only recorded for 2 hours.
Wow, that's weak.
Yeah, it is weak.
Let's do another 2-hour session right now.
No, I'm okay. My webcam... This is scary. I'm looking at my webcam. First of all, I'm like insanely delayed, and then my eyes are completely blacked out. I look like the Unabomber, you know, before he went like.
I'm really excited for when these videos come out.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh shit! I messed up. Oh shit! Sorry. Excuse my French. Let me take a. I look like early Kaczynski.